Hello students, good morning to you all. Hope everybody is fine at home. I hope the students are enjoying math. You are giving good response to me. But I will tell you children, only 50% of the student I am finding you are active at other end and you are really following online classes and giving your response through quiz and your periodic assessment test, but remaining 50% still asleep. I don't know when they will awaken. Under this condition, I have said you several times, online education is only possible. Therefore, you children need to go very seriously and avail all the online classes and the test and all teachers are taking. Please do not give any chance to any teacher but not following his or her class and give a response, because syllabus coverage is going on. Unless you follow online classes, no, later on you will lag behind like anything. When the school will open, when you'll have to go through the exam procedure, maybe whatever periodic assessment test or whatever online test you are giving, based on that only your promotion will be there this year. You never know. Therefore, you have to be very serious. I am telling to all the students not availing. Okay children, last class I have said to you when I took your PAT 4 that I will cover your direct variation and speed, time and distance. I will begin with direct variation. See, unitary method, speed, time and distance I will cover, I said. So I will begin with unitary method. See, this particular lesson you have learnt it in your previous standard, I know. And that word unitary stands comes from a word unit. Unit means one. That means if you want to get to know the required quantity's value, then first you need to find out the value of 1. That is what it is called unitary method. See, this lesson has got two types of problem. Some are directly proportionate and some are inversely proportionate. Directly proportionate means when the quantity you are increasing, the cost is increasing, or the quantity you are decreasing, the cost is decreasing. That is directly proportional, direct variation sums. That is only in syllabus, but sometimes it happens so, children, you are increasing the quantity, but you'll have to reduce the relative quantity. Suppose food for 12 men are there for 5 days. You are increasing from 12 men to 30 men. Naturally, food will last for less number of days because the consumption for more people will be more. Therefore, that time, it comes under inverse variation or indirectly proportion. So we'll take some example, it will be better. But children, I may not follow your orthodox method to find out the value of 1, then find out the value of the required quantity. I may directly teach you through the ratio method only. It will be easier to you, and you are approaching to the higher standard. You are very your brain is so superior, your ICSE student. So let us learn some improvised method also. However, you must not forget the original method. So we will take example. I have taken one example as first example as the cost of 20 pen is equal to rupees 400. You need to purchase 30 pen. First, you need to find out the cost of 1 pen. Naturally, whatever the cost was there for 20 pen, to purchase 1 pen, the cost will reduce. You are reducing the quantity 20 to 1. So cost also will reduce. How much will reduce? The previous quantity will be divided. So 400 divided by 20. That is cost of 1. Now you want to purchase 30 pens. So from 1 you are increasing. From 1 you are increasing to 30. Naturally, your cost will also increase. So whatever the cost was there, increase means it will be multiplied with the numerator, and decrease means it will be multiplied with the denominator. So 400 divided by 20 into 30. Cost of 1, it has become rupees 20. 20 into 30, or if you do this fraction and simplify at last, there is no problem. So that will become, 20 will go with 400, that will become 20. 20 into 30 is 600. Rupees 600 will be the cost of 30 pence. Children, I will know this is an orthodox process. So far you have done it. You have found out the value of 1, then you have gone to the required quantities value to find out. First you have find out the value of 1 by dividing, then to the required quantity you have multiplied. That all is a orthodox process, common procedure. Let us learn a different procedure. See, there are two things, quantity of pen and cost. No, that you have written, 2 column you have made, quantity of pen and cost, 2 column you have made. What is given to you? For 20 rupees 400, for 20 rupees 400 given to you. For 30 you do not know, the do not know part is x variable, you have learnt it, no? So you have made under 2 column, what is given to you, put under the column, under the column you have made, then what is given to you for the next, and that you put it. What is not given to you, want to find out, that let it be x. Now as because see, first arrow should follow towards x. Wherever x is there, no, follows through an arrow. Both the quantity you cover, 400 and x you have covered, arrow. Now as because it's a direct variation sum, arrow is towards downward, the relative column also arrow should be towards downwards. I hope you have understood it. Now see, 400 divided by x is equal to 20 by 30. Your sum is over. Now cross multiplication and solving the linear equation part. X into 20, 400 into 30. X will be divided by 20. X divided 20 will be dividing 400 divided by 30 into 20. See, 400 divided by 7 into 30 divided by 20. Same fraction came, which becomes 600. 600 here also. This process you need not to write so many things. This process you need not to get confused. It is very easy process. Try to understand. I will take another example to make you understand. Suppose you want to purchase some egg. You have carried 270 rupees with you. You went to the shopkeeper and shopkeeper said to you, the 1 dozen egg is 108 rupees. That means cost of 12 is rupees 108. So by rupees 270, how many egg can you get? You said, shopkeeper uncle, give me, see, I have got 270 rupees. You give me as many quantity I get it. You have to calculate, because that shopkeeper is a businessman. He may intend to gain more profit and cheat you. That is what you have to be very aware. So what you do know, there are two quantities, cost and quantity. Quantity of egg and cost. For 12 egg, 108. But rupees 108 under rupees, but 270 rupees you have got. You write down 270 rupees under cost. And the quantity of egg you do not know, you write down x. I said you, wherever x is there, you follow towards arrow. Then as it is a direct variation sum, because you know cost one is increasing, quantity is increasing, cost will also increase. That's a direct variation. No, if due to increase is happening, due to decrease is happening, that time it is a direct variation. Due to increase is happening, and due to decrease is happening, that is inverse variation. Okay, so that this all, see, put 12 by x is equal to 108 by 270. Then go for cross multiplication and find out the value of x. You will find 30 egg you are going to follow. Get it by rupees 270. Now I will move on to inverse variation. I will give a touch, because you know when you will go to class 7 and 8, no, unitary method, you will not have any problem. Inverse variation is what? It is indirectly proportion actually. Means if suppose, take the example, 30 men can do a job in 16 days. Now in 5 days you want the job should be completed. Naturally 30 men is required to complete the job in 16 days. In 5 days you want to complete the job, so you have to increase the manpower. So the number of day is decreasing, but the number of manpower has to be increased. So it's a inverse variation, indirectly proportion sum. So what you do, two quantities are there, two aspects are there, two subjects are there, men and number of days that you have made. For 30 men, 16 days, 5 days is given to, this is x. You know, and now put arrow towards x. Now successive column arrow, whether it will be downward, whether the arrow direction will be upward. To do this, no, you think of, it's a inverse variation or it's a direct variation. It's a inverse variation. Naturally it has to be opposite direction, so upward direction. Your job is over. You have done the sum. 30 divided by x is equal to 5 divided by 16. that 30 divided by x is equal to 5 divided by 16. Now cross multiplication and you find out the value. X value will be 96. If you 30 into 16 divided by 5, so 96. So number of manpower required is equal to 96. This is the inverse relation. Remaining, I will cover from your exercise some of the sums. I will try to follow the same method, the ratio method only, to solve it, so that you can learn a different method. However, if it is your convenient only, you can follow that orthodox method, whatever you have learned, to find out the cost of one first, then going to the required cost. Okay.